OMNICIDAL. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that I think has been on all of our minds. Why is it that armor, additional equipment, and special equipment cost so much to pierce? Well, to me the answer seems pretty simple. But let's talk about it. The way supply and demand works, the more abundant an item is, the less it should cost. This isn't a law or code or anything. It's just how the worth of items in the economy tend to naturally settle. If there's 1,000 chickens and only 10 people, chickens won't cost much. But if there's 1,000 people and only 10 chickens, A, the price of chickens will skyrocket, and B, people will begin to come up with ways to make more chickens. Here lays the problem. When it comes to getting a weapon with 2 slots, there are multiple ways you can make something like this for yourself. You can craft them, get them as a drop, you can use a prime piercer, or you can use a legendary piercer. As a result, you can find good weapons for very decent prices. A top tier 2 slotted custom weapon can be bought for around 100 million. This is a difficult amount to reach, but it is very possible. And how about armor? Armor is in a similar situation. You can get the top tier armor in the game for yourself in multiple ways. It can drop, you can make it, or you can use legendary needle. You can get the top tier armor for 200 million. And again, this results in armor being a little more expensive, but still an amount that can be achieved in a reasonable amount of time. And here's where things drop off. Legendary Ornament is 6,800 million spina. You cannot access the top tier 2 slotted special equipment without getting a legendary ornament. The only way to get a legendary ornament is to gamble. Sure, you can try to get the 2 slot to drop for yourself, but the odds of you getting a 2 slot from a drop on special equipment is... well, let me put it this way. I spent almost a full year farming owls trying to get 2 slot Philosopher Ring to drop. And by the time I got it, I realized basically all the other options were better, and it wasn't worth much spina on the boards, LOL. Luckily, special equipment doesn't really have to be top tier to work okay. Most people can get away with something worth around 100 pesos and still look top tier. But secretly, they know, they could be better. And now, top tier additional equipment. You're gonna be paying 800 mil if you get really lucky and meet the least greedy person in Toram. Legendary Silk is worth 1 billion. And just like Legendary Ornament, you can only access it by gambling. By the time you amass this crazy amount of money and get your pierce for your additional equipment, you are now praying to the Toram devs to not make anything better. I have had one in my entire time on Toram, and because I was inexperienced when I got it, I totally wasted it. There is no way to just get the top tier additional equipment without paying hundreds of millions up to 1 billion. You can't reasonably make this for yourself. There are a few thousands players, with maybe a handful of them in possession of such a thing. Not to mention, once you get Legendary Silk, you tend to just use it for yourself, which means the endgame content is stuck behind a paywall. You have to spend orbs at the store, and that might just eat your money with nothing to show for it. Or you have to deal with the fact that you're just not going to ever get that top 10% at Adventure's peak. But it also means, while weapon and armor prices stay relatively the same, barely affected by inflation, special and additional equipment is going to continue to skyrocket. There is only demand, with no supply. They can put a cap on how much you can spend on them, but that just guarantees that even less people will actually sell them. Perhaps if there were something similar to a legendary piercer that only worked on armor, special equipment, and additional, and, like the legendary piercer, had scheduled times when you could be guaranteed to get this new slot modification tool, we might actually see the prices start to stabilize for equipment. That's just one squirrel's thoughts. I would love to hear what everyone else thinks.